Hey guys, so I have a pour that I want to do today with an ideal in mind. I have a plan to do like a good versus evil, light versus darkness kind of thing. So for the evil / darkness side, I have Arteza paints in lemon yellow, scarlet red, and crimson red. Each of them have a drop of the coconut milk anti-breakage serum as my silicone. For the good or light side, I have ultramarine blue, Artist Loft aqua green, and the New Waverly pool blue. Each of these colors over here have a little bit of the Folk Art Extreme Glitter holograph or hologram. All three of these colors have that to give the good side just an extra glimmer and shimmer. Just to, help push the point through that much more. All of these also have 1 drop of silicone because I do want cells. So we're going to do 2 separate cups. One with the dark, one with the light, one with evil, good. However you want to do it. So I'm just gonna add to the cups. I don't know how much paint I'm needing, so I'm hoping that that's close. I'm going to take the red that's left and go ahead and sit it over here. Put the crimson on top of it. That way those can go ahead and be combining. I'm going to add some more yellow, but instead of leveling it out, I'm just going to mix it in like that, and that is going to hopefully create some orange. I will add this to that cup when those two finish dripping down. So that's my evil, or my dark. And then my light, go ahead and put the blue on top of the yellow, let that be running down. Okay, and then put these two together. They can go ahead and be running down into each other. That way I can eventually move it over into 1 cup of leftover paint for a future pour. So we have our light versus dark, good versus evil. And now what I'm going to do is I want to try to keep it as even as possible for what I'm going to be doing with this one. So I guess I'm going to do a paint kiss maybe, or either do a paint kiss or 2 separate tree rings. Maybe a traveling tree ring on each side. So if I do a paint kiss, the colors are going to combine. I don't want them to combine that much. So yeah, I'm going to do a traveling tree ring on each side. And since it's harder to pour this way without blocking you guys, I'm going to pour from this side down for one of them and then this side down for the other. So I'm just going to start with the dark. I can add more if I need to, but I want to set that to the side first and make sure I do the light. Okay, I'm gonna add some more to the light. I'm gonna add some more to the dark side. I'm loving these colors together. I'm definitely liking the cells I'm getting so far. Okay, so I'm going to leave that for right now, and I'm going to try to do some tilting. I know I'll probably need to add a little bit more, but okay, I'm going to set that down for just a second. I see a goop right here, and I want to get it out before we go any further because I don't want it to mess up in the final tilt. I also want to add a little bit more right through here. Okay, so I'm going to get it fully covered, and then we'll kind of even it up. Once I get it fully covered, I'll let you guys see it some. Here we go. Now I need to even it up a little. So go a little that way, a little back this way, to this side, and then I'm going to have to go back that way to that side. The bottom's flowing more than the top. It doesn't have to be exact, but I want it to kind of be pretty close. I need the bottom to move, but then I need the top to move the opposite way. Maybe if I tilt it like that, maybe it'll... So that looks decent. I really think I need some blue right here. So, probably going to pour just a little bit of blue down there. Let me wipe my hands off real quick. Just on that little section, because that section I kept trying to tilt, but this other side was tilting. I want to be able to have clean hands going forward so I can kind of control it a little more. Okay, so we're just going to add a little right down here. Maybe start here and just tree ring it. Gonna need to go that way just a little though, because I put a little extra paint on it. Okay, I think that's pretty even. Now I just have to touch up a few spots on the edges. I have a spot right here where the red's coming through. Somehow, don't know how red got down that far, but yeah, maybe on my finger. And then that corner hit, and that corner hit. I think we're good. It looks pretty good. I'm gonna, a little bit of red right there. Just gonna kind of look around the edges, and then we're gonna torch. And then this has to completely dry and do its thing, like really good, like almost completely cured probably dry and then sit for 2 to 3 weeks. And then we'll come back and we'll work with it some. I think it actually needs to go that way just a hair. Just sitting here looking at it. I think it's pretty close, you guys. It's going to be hard to be exact, but I think it's pretty close. We're going to come back when this is fully cured, and we're going to add an angel versus the devil. And we're going to do something really cool with it. Instead of just painting on an angel and a devil, we're actually going to make it to where the angel's body is this blue and everything else is covered. And then the devil's body is this red and yellow and everything else is covered. So we're going to kind of do that and go from there. I really like this red side, but I'm not liking that side over there as much. So I'm thinking I might even want to just swipe that real quick. I know, don't play with it too much. You're not going to be happy, but I'm not happy with the fact that that side is not as pretty as this side. There we go. And I'm just going to run this right back through it and pull some to this edge. There we go. And then I'm just going to touch up the edges, which actually they don't need touched up because I'm going to paint over them anyway. I do like that. I wish the blue side would have made cells kind of like this side did, because this side made like some whopper cells. And I put the same amount of silicone in every cup. It might have something to do with the fact that this side had glitter in it and this one didn't. But other than that, it should be pretty solid. So now we're going to let it dry and cure, and we'll come back in like 3 weeks and see what it looks like. Let me know which side you like best and kind of what you're thinking, and if you like the ideal or the concept that I'm working on. I hope you guys love it. Be sure to subscribe, like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I can't wait.